presented by LA's HD leader, DirecTV. Halftime continues in Southern California as the Lakers get ready for the second of a back-to-back in the final 24 minutes of play with the dreaded Golden State Warriors. And welcome back once again to Staples Center. Joel Myers alongside Stu Lance. Way too many points allowed. 24 minutes of play, 56% shooting, and a little more balance offensively as well because two of the Lakers accounted for 33 of the 53.
Well, the Lakers saved their defense for the final 24 minutes, I guess, because they're going to have to D up on one Stephen Curry. He's leading them with 13. That's not a lot, but when you consider they've got a lot of different weapons in that open court, they better play some defense. For the Lakers, well, it's been pretty much a two-man show led by number 24, Kobe Bryant. He's the guy that is, we know he can score, so there's no big deal there. But he's got to get more help from his bigs. One of the bigs, Powell, was giving him some support. I believe he had 16 in the first half. But they got to keep Andrew Bynum on the floor. Powell working over everybody in the low post. But it's all about what the Lakers do defensively now. They cannot allow another 60-point half, or they're going to be going to their second defeat in as many games. They have to make sure they talk, do all the little things to make this a successful game.
We are underway in the second half. Stephen Curry, Monte Ellis, once again the backcourt. Ellis right away going up. Man, ooh, that's an ugly omen to start the second half. I mean, why does Don Nelson have to be on the bench on a shot like that? That's sick. 62-53, 9-point ball game. Fish got Curry out of position a little bit of the game. And Andrew Bynum cleans it up. Timed it on the weak side. 62-55. Boy, that sat on the glass and then dropped in.
One of those nights.
Yeah. No balloons in the rafters, though. So got that going for us. Randolph and the screwball.
Ooh, that one almost went back.
No. 62-55. He's got a real funky release, doesn't he? Kobe couldn't believe they didn't guard him.
Randolph did not step out at all. If I'm Monte Ellis, I'll let Randolph know, look, big fella, you got to help me on that screen.
Down to 5. Long time since it's been that close. Nope. Bouncing around, Lamar Odom with a shove instead.
He almost like his own man is the guy that did it. I guess he's saying that Lamar pushed Biedrins into Maggette. So they're going to give him 2 shots.
Because he was in the act of shooting, they're saying. Scott Foster, the crew chief, came over. So 2 shots for Corey Maggette.
Consider the Warriors only shot 9 free throws in the first half. They were blitzing the Lakers from the field. 26 out of 47.
Or maybe the biggest surprise, that guy didn't shoot all 9.
At least I'll have them.
So the 11th year out of Duke is now 5 of 5 at the stripe. 2 years ago, his last full season, when he was 11th in the league in scoring, he was 4th in free throws made, 6th in free throws attempted. Second season as a Warrior, signing the free agent deal. And now 6 of 6.
Well, he can get to the stripe. He knows how to get there. Give him credit.
Oh, yeah. He creates contact. Now Kobe held up by Corey Maggette. So Maggette gets his second. So you talked about the Lakers losing on consecutive nights. Well, they lost their last home game. Don't forget, by 15, 102-87 on Christmas Day. They have not lost consecutive home games. Right after Pau Gasol arrived. That was March of 2008. Kobe stepped through and flipped up.
I just don't understand how players, when they have an offensive guy trapped, you got to stay shoulder to shoulder, keep him in the trap, but don't get too over-aggressive, because you get too over-aggressive, you pick up fouls. And look what happens here. Kobe's going to the line. He splits the 2 to get to the free throw line.
And by the way, you know what I wanted to talk about, but it was kind of a sick feeling all the way through last night as Kobe gets the first 2. 30 years ago yesterday, December 28th, 1979, 30 years ago to the day, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird matched up for the first time as pros. The Lakers beat the Celtics to the Forum 123-105, and I bring it up, Stu, because those guys changed the game for all of us.
They brought the teamwork into the game. they emphasized that.
Yep.
Magic and Larry with the passing, and having one on each coast was great for rivalries. It just worked out extremely well.
Yeah. Revitalized the NBA.
Boy, Stephen Curry
get it in.
put on a show that time.
Well, and he can handle it. A lot of people said he was a shooter. He's got a pretty good handle on things.
Boy, he put on a clinic with the ball handling there.
Kobe, little step back. Right over Monte Ellis. He's got about 3 inches on Ellis. He's taking advantage of it. 23 for Kobe this early in the second half. 66-61. So Kobe is 8 of 14. Randolph cradled it and protected it well against the length of Pau Gasol.
It's almost like Powell went straight up, but he brought his hands down while Randolph was still holding the basketball. Keep your hands straight up.
Fish free on the wing. Two Warriors took it away from each other, and Pau Gasol, the lucky recipient.
Now, Lakers had a play in the first half. They took it away from each other. This time it's the Warriors on that same end.
18 for Gasol. So the Lakers now with 3 in double figures. And I talked about balance because 33 of the first 53 for the Lakers belonging to Kobe and Pau Gasol. When they met the Warriors the first time at the end of last month, they had 7 guys in double figures when they won it by 33. Ellis, a little strong, but a good look just the same for Monte Ellis. 68-63. Kobe, mid-range action. Won't get the wall. Doesn't quit, does he? Back out.
What an effort.
68-65. Patting those stats, didn't he, on the board?
What an effort. I mean, 2 taps, then finally gathered in and laid it in.
First basket. 7th try as Ronny Turiaf is going to be coming into the game after the timeout.
Don Nelson is afraid of a little bit of a surge here. This is the closest the Lakers have been since the ball was thrown up. There's still 8:38 to go here in the third, and the Lakers have closed to within 3, 68-65. Work them over, Lamar.
Looking ahead for the Lakers. You know, this is the 4th game in 5, so they get a couple of days off, but New Year's night, you're going to see one of the best-looking rookies, and right now, leading candidate for Rookie of the Year award. That's Tyreke Evans, who we saw in Sacramento a few days ago. Evan to the Kings Friday night, and that is going to be an early start at 6:30, don't forget, with a pregame show. Then on Sunday, Dirk Nowitzki. Dallas here. Trevor Ariza, buddy. Westchester High on Tuesday, and then the Lakers here at Staples on Wednesday. John McEnroe courtside.
My man, Johnny Mack. Lakers in second chance opportunities. But, you know, when you have length like they do, second chance opportunities should be there for you. Any kind of dribble penetration and things of that nature is going to free up your bigs, whether it's Lamar, Andrew, or Powell. They're going to be attacking the offensive glass.
So second chance points, as you see, that +10 for the Lakers, kind of a wash because it's a +13, so not quite equal. When I'm talking about fast break points, 15-2 for Golden State. McGetty trying to get a foul on Lamar Odom. And he got it from Andrew Bynum. Bynum sends McGetty to the free throw line. He knows how to get there. He's a pro at that.
And that's out of a timeout. You knew he was going to be taking the ball after they threw it to him at the elbow, and he didn't look to do anything else but either fake the shot or go on the drive. Lakers have to come over a little earlier, make Corey a playmaker. Out of a timeout, when they call your number, a lot of players feel that, hey, I'm shooting regardless. So you can turn them into and make them go and take a bad shot if you double them up.
And when I say he's a pro at that, Stu, if he gets this one, he's got 14 points on 5 shots.
Well, when you're
get to the line.
When you're 8 for 8 from the charity strike, we'll make it 7 of 8.
The KOD. Kiss of death, baby. McGetty scored 20 more than 7 of the last 8. He had 33 in a win against Phoenix, and he's got 13 so far tonight. A little more than 8 left in the third. 4-point game. You saw going to the right hand. Nope. Denies. Stays with it. Lamar's got the inside track. Extra effort again. Right back to this. And he's going to the line looking for the three-point play. Lamar Odom's effort. And Kobe saw it. Goes over and smacks him.
That's what I like, though. I like the fact that Kobe is letting Lamar know of the effort there. He went right to Lamar and said, big fella, that's what we're talking about. Not only the offensive rebound, the assist. Sure, Powell's going to get the points, but all of the credit should go to Lamar Odom.
And the three-point play makes it a 1-point game, 69-68. The Lakers Warriors, though, get the stops.
Yeah, the Warriors are still shooting 56%.
Right. And keep off the line. A lot to ask for. Golden State, 107 a game, second best in the NBA. Ellis on the reverse back to eight. Guess who? Boys, Lamar come out of the locker room energized.
Boy, activity.
Kobe. A little too fast.
A little too much dance.
Yep. And Fish will save it. Now 10 of the shot clock. Kobe asking for it against the smaller Monte Ellis. Here comes the quick double. And Kobe will try to give the Lakers the lead. Curry is going to the whistle.
First of all, Joel, when you're 3-4 inches shorter than the opposition, you can't always be looking to block their shot. In that time, Stephen Curry and Monte Ellis have Kobe trapped again, but yet they go for the block. Kobe has a way of making the official think that there's a foul, sometimes even when there's not.
Ties it up at 69. You know, he is, we've seen before, on the trap, his footwork is so good the way he steps through. The double.
That's what it's all about.
Over the last 7 games, Kobe has averaged now 35 a contest. 70-69. Been a long time since the Lakers led. You got to go back to the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So 1-point advantage. Beatrix is not looking for the shot. The guy though, and Lamar Odom gobbles it up.
Really wide open 3 for Stephen.
Kobe. And underneath, over the shoulder, blocked away. Odom after it, but it's a 3-on-1 run.
Now you have to gamble if you're Derek Fisher.
Curry used the other 2 pretty effectively as decoys. 17-7 was the run before that bucket.
You can't let the guy with the basketball just dribble to the basket. You got to somehow fake at him, make him make a pass. A couple extra passes may get your teammates back in transition.
Running up Pau Gasol early in the possession. Double takes it away. Ellis on top of the basketball.
He's going to have to learn what Kobe has, the step through on the double team.
Rory Turioff doesn't get the roll or the points off the turnover. And Powell was a little late last night. This is shoved by Turioff in the back of Andrew Bynum.
Andrew holding that right ankle. Did he tweak it a little bit?
Yeah, almost like he had planted and then got the ball.
Well, his first trip to the free throw line, so let's see if Andrew can add to his 10-point total. He's got 10 points and 7 boards. Only 18 minutes. He only played about 11 minutes of that first half.
He was a double-double machine over the first 11 games of the season. Now with 11 and 7. So the Lakers tie it at 71. Get comfortable. 6:12 left in the third, and the Warriors out of fouls. Lakers still with a couple to give. They've got 2 team fouls.
That means they'll give them in a hurry.
Off the knee of Beatrix. Just a little pressure by Gasol, not conceding an automatic rebound.
Yeah, if Beatrix could have reached with both hands initially, though, I think he would have secured that one. But one hand got to it first and lost control.
Baseline. Flies the double. Fish 3. Kobe got it. Lakers by 3. So Kobe's got a new season high with 9 assists to go along with 25 points to Derek Fisher. Second basket of the game. Lakers' biggest lead came very early when they were up by 5. And Lamar Odom's right to the right away. Curry never saw that coming. Fish with LO and going to the line. Shoots 2. Boy, talk about strong. Curry thought he had wrapped him with 2 hands.
And there's another case where if Stephen Curry would have had it to do over again, don't let Derek make the pass. You want Derek to be the finisher. You figure out as the defensive guy, who do I want taking the shot? I don't want Lamar Odom finishing. Let Derek finish. He chooses to let Derek make the pass, has to commit the foul.
Lamar went to the stride with the first half. Not a successful trip. That looked a lot better. With that free throw, it is now 22-9. A spurt for the Lakers to go up by 4. Don't forget, with about a minute left in the half, they were down by 11 again. And then they had that little burst to close to within 7 at the break. Point tough turnovers. Lamar Odom with a couple of free throws. He has been a catalyst early here in the second half.
Oh, yeah, big time.
You said it.
Big time.
Because he's 0 for 6 in the first half. Had some boards, but not like he's playing in the second half.
That's an offensive foul.
The turn by Turioff. Turn right into Fish, and nobody sells it better and creates contact and doesn't lay on a pick like Derek.
They've been very consistent making that call. Give the officials credit. They've let the players know years ago you cannot turn and pass at the same time. That's what Roney did.
Inside LO, blocked it away. Randolph. That's his fifth.
Yeah, 3 of them on Lamar.
McGetty. Finger rolls it home. What an athlete. Corey McGetty now with 15 points. Warriors just 3 and 14 on the road, but don't tell the Lakers that tonight. And Golden State, you talked about it, feeling good about themselves with the momentum, the confidence of those wins they've had. Lamar flat on the shot.
No legs into that one.
P.J. Watson with a small lineup out there. Took over for Curry out of the last time out. McGetty. That was a brick. Fish has it. Lakers by 3. Inside of 5 left in the third. Golden State still shooting 54%. Gasol got the run out. Makes the pay. Anthony Randolph flashed out there. He was a bullet.
You got it closed under control.
Pau Gasol up to 23. He had 22 and 12 the first matchup between the two teams.
So the Lakers' dynamic duo then has scored 48. Kobe 25 and Powell 23.
Kobe going down with Fish, but it squirts free.
They're going to get points out of this.
McGetty gets the points. Well, that hurts the season. Watson put on the brakes, though. Man. He gets up. He's okay, fortunately.
Lakers, between Kobe and Derek, they thought they had that turnover.
Inside of 4 left. Lamar Odom slips it up. Gasol blocked again, this time by Torrey. They met him up top, perfectly timed. Nobody back for the Lakers. An easy one for McGetty, and a timeout for the Lakers as it's down to 1.
You know when Roney Turioff is on the floor, nothing is going to be easy. You gotta love the effort of Turioff. He always makes you play and play hard.
Not obviously, but he is in the building, and just moments ago he gave his description of what happened when he fell down the steps not too long ago and suffered that concussion.
Well, it was Christmas time. We was enjoying Christmas and coming home, and 1 minute I'm about to walk into my house, and then the next minute I wake up and my wife is asking me, you know, are you all right? And for a second, I didn't know who she was. And then after that, I didn't know I was in LA. And then I didn't know we had a game. And she had to explain that we had a game. And I just came from a game. And we lost by 20. And the first person I called, I text Kobe and said, I can't remember nothing. And, you know, I'm going to the hospital. I don't have that much pain. No headaches. Just dizzy. You know, I just get dizzy. But the first couple days I was getting really dizzy. Now I'm only a little bit. But I'm getting better.
I'll be up on it.
That's good to hear the last comment. Getting better. Short brought out. Roney Turioff altered that shot by Pau Gasol. And Radmanovic clears it out.
Have him right to spread again.
Ellis, the floater. And doesn't get the roll as Sasha gets it out to Kobe. So the Lakers by 1. Trailed by 7 to break. On the spin, Kobe on the first game. A little short as it's ripped down by Randolph. Kobe's got 25. Gasol 23. Only other Laker in double figures, Andrew Bynum with 11. Lakers at 47%. 54% still for the Greyhounds. The Golden State Warriors. Radmanovic thought about the long distance one. Good touch by Watson. And a good block by Pau Gasol. And a loose ball foul on Sasha. And the shot clock was about to expire. And that's why it hurts with a second left of the shot clock.
Yeah, so that would give him 14 fresh ones.
We're talking it over to see if it did expire.
They're going to probably review this one. I think they just like going over and looking at the monitors.
They're hoping they get another channel. 78-77. Lakers by 1. Fast break points, and you knew going into this, Stu, and this is what you want to deny more than anything else. The Warriors lead the league. Average 23 almost 24 points in transition a game. But they've hustled for 21 so far against the Lakers with this much time left in the game, 21-4. Give them credit, because the tempo for the most part tonight has been theirs.
Well, there's no question that they should beat the Lakers in that department. Well, that's going to be close. The clock is out of our screen there, but there's no question there was contact by Sasha.
Yep, with a second to go.
1 second to play, yeah. That's a foul with 1 second. Good call. You know, they should beat the Lakers in fast break points, but the Lakers should be better in their half-court dominance in the paint. And the reason I say they should beat the Lakers in fast break points, they're an up-tempo team. Right. So they're going to get credit for points in the paint by scoring layups. That's points in the paint. So it's deceptive as to what the total final numbers will be.
Foul with a second left of the shot clock, so it should come onto the side for Golden State. It'll be the third team foul on the Lakers. First on Sasha, who's got a triple tonight. Once again, the Lakers only have 9, though, from their bench, and overall balance from the bench. Lamar usually leading the bench, don't forget, in the starting lineup against Ron Artest. It's taking way too long, by the way.
Well, they're going to try to get it right.
Well, second left. Yeah.
On the side. We told them that about 10 minutes ago, didn't we?
What about that Nebraska game, Stu?
That's tomorrow.
I know.
That's
5 o'clock kick. Nebraska, Arizona, Pac-10, Big 12. I like your Huskers going in.
I like them too.
I like your Huskers a lot. Now you better be pulling for my Mizzou Tigers the next day.
See if we like it.
You hurt me. You hurt me.
Oh, yeah. Who did the Tigers play?
I don't care.
You don't even know who they play?
Yeah, Tigers. Dave Davis. Tigers get, and I remember it. It's the 31st. Missouri.
That's incredible.
They're down in Texas. We know that much. They're in the Lone Star State. I'll be there. 10 on the shot clock for Radmanovich. And Farmar took it away. An easy one. Missouri gets Navy, and what a block up top. They love it on the Warriors bench. And Radmanovich at the opposite end. So
Ronny Turioff has been the story.
And before it was Randolph, now it's Turioff and the dunk for Radmanovich, 79-78.
He blocked his good buddy Kobe Bryant.
Whoa, where did he go? Monte Ellis trying to find Kobe. I think he's in the building. Maybe 79.
That's called footwork. Kobe's still smiling at Ronny about that block. I'm telling Ronny, okay, you got that one.
And Ronny goes to the line, fouled by Sasha.
I can see, look at Ronny and Kobe right now. Kobe's looking at him. Yeah, you got me. See if you get this next one. I'm coming back for you. You talk about good friends. As Ronny sees it and says, Kobe, not today. I mean, not only did he block it, he sends it back. I mean, he gets contact at the apex and says, Kobe, you got to go up. Your elevator has to go up just a little bit higher.
First trip to the free throw line for Ronny Turner. First year last season, and you could tell it hurt. He wanted to be a Laker. He wanted to stay with the Lakers, the former second-round pick out of Gonzaga. But up in the Bay Area, second of a 4-year contract. Just a solid person.
Great guy.
Yeah. So after 3 years with the Lakers, now Lamar's got to protect it. Lottie the steel machine, Radmanovich. It's tied at 80, final 2 minutes. So Lakers have given up, well, they gave up 25 minutes to get in the third. After 35 at the first, they've given up 20 so far. Here in the third. Farmar. That's high percentage.
Yeah, he's falling away there.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he first got within 3 or 4 feet of the rim. Too often these guys settle for long-range shots. That's 4 for Farmar, 4 for Shannon Brown, and another takeaway. Ooh, free throws coming up.
Well, he turned right into Lamar. He never did get into the act of shooting. They're giving him 2 shots, but he never did really get into the act.
Lakers are out of foul.
Yeah, but I mean, but he is calling this a shooting foul. I mean, there's no way that's a shooting foul. That's a foul maybe, but not a shooting foul.
David Guthrie on the receiving end from Phil Jackson's conversation.
You know, after games when the officials, they look at the tapes every game too. Every game after the game, they go over the tapes. And I wonder how many times they said, whoops, Just like the players. The players have to get to feel coaches are getting all over them, and they're saying, oops.
You mean like the jump ball last night? Jared Dudley with Andrew Bynum? An 82-82 tie now on the free throws. But Monte Ellis, who has 14 points, way below his average. He's just 6 of 15.
What's his average, 25?
Almost 26.
Yeah.
6th in the league in scoring.
He'll have his average before it's over.
I hope you're dead wrong for a change. You're usually right, but I hope you're dead wrong. Sasha, taken away by Ellis, belongs to the Lakers with 10 on the shot clock. 68 seconds left in the third quarter.
Jordan got away with one there. First of all, I thought he traveled when he went baseline. Then that pass.
Bounce.
Woo.
Baseline.
Just about picked off.
Almost looked like he bounced on the baseline, too. Spacing. Shannon Brown for three. Got it. 85-82. It worked when it went in, didn't it?
And you talk about concentration because Stephen Curry was flying at Shannon Brown.
And Curry turns it right back over. Lakers do not have numbers. Farmar on the scoop. Nice to see the bench and Farmar coming through. 87-82. He's got 6.
Nelson wants 2 for 1 here, but Farmar making the play.
He jumped that route, didn't he? Went around Morrow and almost took it away.
Well, Jordan with the easy steal on the lazy pass by Stephen Curry, and then a little scoop shot. Oh, Jordan. Good concentration, good body control, and gets an easy deuce.
The Lakers have matched their largest lead in the game at 5 after trailing by 15. Radmanovich looking for a little window. He got it, didn't he?
You rarely see Vladimir Radmanovich do that.
Yeah, Morrow.
And he's in Sasha's club.
Yep. And he's not just a member. He might be the president. You know, Sacramento's Mike Bibby, and now with Atlanta, only gets him twice a year. Keep it up. So Anthony Morrow gets the technical, going down the floor in Sasha's ear. How do you really feel about it?
Are they going to call double text here?
Oh,
what are they going to do? Let's see what they're doing here.
In the holiday season.
Yeah, obviously they're not calling double technicals if they're giving Sasha a shot.
33.4, so they're checking with the clock. 2 for 1 for the Lakers after the free throw by Sasha. 4-point ball game, 88-84.
Did you see what Sasha did? I didn't see it.
There and there.
Just jawing one
right in the ear.
Sasha does flap his gums a lot.
And it's not usually in English. That'll really get you. You can't understand it. Now, an opportunity for the Lakers. Shannon Brown wanted to go back to the saw, throws it away. I don't think they're playing for 1. They should, but Morrow's free. And in the long rebound, Farmar. Will he get it? No, now they'll play for 1. Curry settles it down. Tied up. You got it. Alert play. Sasha from behind and Farmar.
Wow. Not a smart play by Stephen that time. He still had a dribble left. He sees somebody coming, dribble free.
Now, this is a good jump ball, by the way. 2 guys similar size, and we know Jordan's got some serious hops.
Well, we're going to find out what Stephen has, too.
Farmar, and picked up by Watson for Turioff, and the easy one. 88-86. Now, final 5 seconds. Farmar, a triple. Not close. And Morrow trying to get his money's worth with the board. Right next to Sasha. So the Lakers win the 3rd by 9.
Well, they better win the 4th by at least 1 or so. They're going to be in for another long evening. We've got 12 more minutes of action, and there have been some action here. There have been some good defensive plays and some pretty nice offensive plays as well, led by that man, number 24, Kobe Bryant. Tonight's Farmers Insurance two-story line of the game shows the Warriors lead the league in fast break points, and they're right on their average right now with 23. They got 12 more minutes, and Lakers dominating second chance opportunities. Kobe's got a season-high 9 assists to go with his 27 points. Visit farmers.com today to hear more true stories from Farmers customers and to find a Southern California agent near you.
So Kobe over on the bench. The Lakers with the lead, and the bench starting to deliver a little bit. Well, Andrew Bynum's going to be out there with members of the bench. Jordan Farmar, Shannon Brown, and Sasha Vujacic, along with starter Pau Gasol. Let's see if they exploit the post, especially Pau Gasol, who's being guarded by Radmanovic. They ought to look there. Just a suggestion.
Walking inside, Roney coming over.
And he's going to the line. There's a reach by Morrow. So a couple of free throws right away for Pau Gasol, but that is an opportunity for the Lakers if they're going to keep Radmanovic on Pau Gasol.
Yeah, I would milk that situation as long as I possibly could, because Rad reached in, picked up the foul. That's his second. And Pau goes to the line where he is 3 for 4.
By the way, tonight in D.C., and the Lakers are going to be playing there later this month, Oklahoma City pulled away late. And Stu, I bring it up because the guy that we've gotten to know and we like a lot, Kevin Durant, had 35, 110, 98 was the final. And that's a homecoming. Kevin Durant's, he's a D.C. guy.
He had 40 last night.
Yeah, he's just, what a great player and a great kid.
He's special.
He's a sensational kid. 90-86 is Pau Gasol. Gets a couple of free throws. Ronny Turia all locked up with his old buddy Sasha Vujacic. No smiles there, though.
You may be buddies off the floor, but once you get between the lines, that buddy stuff has to go. It's time to compete.
First team foul against the Lakers is Roney. He is headed over to the bench. Biedrins is checking back in.
I tell you, Lakers are happy to see Biedrins come in for Roney. Roney's been altering and blocking everything in the paint.
And Randolph's got 5 blocks. Roney's got 5 blocks. And Roney's got 5 in 18 minutes.
They got a block party going, don't they?
And Andrew Bynum, he jumped it. You can see it coming. They had real problems getting it in. Farmar got the 3. The biggest lead of the night for the Lakers.
Good job.
93-86.
Good job by Andrew. Not just standing and watching. Normally that's an outlet pass to the center because defensive centers don't want to come out.
9 points for a member of the bench. Radmanovic, nobody at all. Well, so much for Farmar's 3. Minute into the 4th. Back to 4.
Just like that.
Pau Gasol, there's the mismatch we've been talking about. Watson staying at home on that play. Farmar blows by him. And Jordan on the run. He wanted to use the glass. Kept alive and picked up by Biedrins. Now, open floor. Farmar gambled. Morrow. And a break of the Lakers. Ellis. Back to the roll. Beautiful. Man, did he shift it and protect it to the left hand.
Beautiful shot.
93-91. Ellis now with 16. So 2-point game. Deep 3. Brown and Andrew Bynum. He had it but lost it. Biedrins came over in time to just knock it free. Watson for the lead and 3 free throws. Now he'll have an opportunity to give them the lead at the free throw line.
You talk about a game going back and forth.
And they're not going anywhere.
Wow.
C.J. Watson.
Now, teams don't go away. You have to put them away.
And especially coming off a win last night over Boston, they feel like world beaters. That was the 7th straight year they have beaten Boston at home.
That blows me away.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? So he misses the first of 3. Laker fans, visit Lakers.com to check out the Toyota Virtual Tour with the Laker girls. And enter for your chance to win exclusive Laker prizes, courtesy of Toyota, suiting up with the Lakers now for over 35 years. Watson gets the second. Last year he averaged 9 to go along with 3 assists. Hit for a high percentage. In fact, he had 40% of his threes. So the Las Vegas native, the 25-year-old, for Bruce Pearl of Tennessee, 2 of 3. And a tie game once again at 93. 2 minutes gone in the 4th.
And Radmanovic is guarding Kobe.
Andrew Bynum at the free throw line. away from the pick. Kobe out on the wing. 3 for 3. Yes!
Like I said, Radmanovich is guarding Kobe.
Kobe up to 30. After 34 last night. On the run out. Ellis cups it and gets it. Boy, he can attack. 96-95. Ellis up to 18. Kobe, nobody there again. Same results. Hard to believe. How do you not count for him? 99-95.
Radmanovich ran to the paint as if to say, I don't want to guard him. Let somebody else pick him up. But nobody else did.
Andrew Bynum helping out. Ellis caught in the air. No place to go. Good help. Defense behind the zone.
Go down.
Thank you. Thought he was going to tumble straight forward. Farmar, with 10 on the shot clock, gives it up. Maggette behind his back, a beautiful move by Corey Maggette. 99-97. He leads Golden State with 21. And they have 4 in double figures. 8.5 to play. Blazers have dominated this team in Southern California. Kobe footwork. Perfection. Little pirouette action off the pivot. 101-97, 35.
And he says to the official, I got fouled. The official says, I was just mesmerized by that move. I didn't even see it.
And it'll be Sasha trying to get rid of the pick and a foul on Vujovic. It is going to be the 4th on Sasha. So he's got the 3rd team foul for the Lakers as well.
Kobe has started to heat up in a big-time way. Back-to-back triples, and then working off the screen. Says, Red, Biedrins, take this. The guy can score.
Laker Legends, presented by San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Jamal Wilkes, Santa Barbara High, and UCLA star. Key member of the 80s Showtime Lakers with 3 championship rings. So smooth, they called him Silk, the Chick Hearn's oh-so-favorite shot.
It was a 20-foot layup, and he called it that because certain spots on the floor, 20 feet from the basket, he felt that was pretty automatic.
Earlier, we looked back at Billy Burtka, now Jamal Wilkes. There's a reason the Lakers are loved so much, and that's the people that have been a part of this organization for so long. Quality people, the foundation.
Absolutely. No question.
Man.
Talking about athletes, so Carl Jr. Exmo shows Corey Maggette, and he is a bona fide athlete. Loves to attack the rim. Behind the back, straight to the rim, lay it up, lay it in. Being guarded by one Sasha Vujovic. This should be fun.
Farmar stays out there with Kobe, Gasol, Lamar Odom. Into the lineup now for the Lakers. Taking them for Andrew Bynum. Sasha fronting Maggette on that last possession inside. Ellis makes it a 2-point game. Monte Ellis, one of the rising stars with 20. 101-99 Lakers. What is that? Man, oh man. Kobe going inside to Elo. And Lamar going to the line. What a pass.
Wow.
A bullet.
I mean, that one was pulled from the holster. And Lamar somehow just contorting his body here. Up under him. Throws it up with that left hand. He gets a 3-point opportunity on Kobe's 10th assist of the ball game. Obviously a season high for Kobe.
So the double-double there. And Lamar gets the 3-point play. So after missing his first 2 free throws of the night, Lamar has made his last 3. 7 points, 9 boards for Odom. In 28 minutes of play. But the Lakers have not been able to get the stops. Ellis all the way to the reverse. And too much.
Well, he was there. How quick did he get there?
Well, it surprises you when he misses. Sasha, quick release. Online. Tough break.
See, don't foul him there. Make him call a timeout.
Watson, did he get the timeout? Yes.
Yeah.
With 21 left on the shot clock, 7:14 into the game.
But you notice how both Powell and Sasha were closing the gap on him, trying to push him out of bounds. That's how you get a personal foul. With the timeout, with 7:14 left in the fourth.
Fox Sports West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Jack Daniels. Your friends at Jack Daniels remind you to drink responsibly.
7:14 left in the fourth. The Lakers have a 104-99 lead, and Kobe leading all scorers with 35. He's also leading all players in the assist department. He's got a season-high 10. He started the game off dropping off dimes. Andrew Bynum was the recipient of the early ones, and Andrew says, thank you very much. But he hasn't just picked out Andrew. He's picked out just about everybody. Derek, Lamar, it doesn't matter if you're open. He's looking to get you the ball. So let's see if the Lakers can continue their offensive efficiency, but yet pick it up defensively, because they are still giving up 56% shooting. How would you like to be shooting 56% and losing in the fourth?
We were talking about it in Sacramento, though, the other night. You remember the Lakers were out shooting them, and it was a close game. And it was a real close game. And the Lakers had a decisive advantage in field goal percentage. Over the top.
It was over the top, all right.
Yep, and still going. And McGetty gets up like he may have tweaked his back a little bit, stretching for that. So will it be points off a turnover, and the Lakers have closed the gap there, but they're still a -5. Farmar stays out there, along with Kobe, Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol, and Sasha Vujacic. So crunch time minutes for a couple of guys from the bench. Kobe beyond the arc, another in and out. Picked up by Beavers.
How close was Beavers to being out of bounds on the rebound? Did you see his foot?
Yep. Inside, outside. Watson. Three-pointer, C.J. Watson.
No lead is too big for them to come back.
Yeah, give McGetty credit with that quick bounce. They got there in a hurry on the assist. 6.5 to play. The Warriors hardly close to their average. Lakers 103 a game, above that. Kobe trying to spin away from Bryant.
The dance is on.
And overloaded. An opportunity for them to tie it or take the lead.
That wasn't bad defense by Radmanovich.
Held his ground, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He didn't fight and get caught in the air. Beavers is not looking for the shot at all. Radmanovich, another story. Watson. Beavers a little bit short with the left-handed hook. He was challenged. Odom and Gasol recovered inside.
They go back on the inside to Powell.
Clear out of that side. Sasha got Radmanovich out of position. Finds Farmar wide open. A flat shot. Good move by Sasha. Yeah, the mid-range game himself, but saw Farmar on the wing. Give it go. Ellis ties it at 104. Too easy.
Nice bounce pass by Corey McGetty.
Beautiful assist. Only his second of the game, making his third. But a valuable one late in the game. 5+ to play. Gasol against Beavers. And Beavers picking up their third team foul. Both right now at 3 team fouls. It's the 5th, though, in his second game back. Only his second. Missing all the time with a groin injury.
Talk about the old-fashioned plays. Give the ball up, cut to the basket, get it back. Give and go. Good play by Corey and Monte Ellis.
And by the way, they're up to 57% shooting now. It's tied at 104.
You get layups like that, you're going to go even higher.
Ooh. Almost a takeaway. Wiener goes looking at 3. Going to the line. The foul on the guy that gambled.
The Lakers dodged the bullet there. That was a bad angle. Yes, that was a bad angle pass. But somehow Kobe caught it and was able to spin and get a 3-point opportunity.
And he got him on the side hand, so he didn't impact the shot because he's already on his way. And Kobe gets the 3-point play. Up to 38 now for Kobe. 10 of 10 at the free throw line. Lakers by 3. Put him at this end of the floor. Oh, that's right. Drop it. Drop the subject.
Exactly.
Getting, he knows the well. I thought he was and it'll be a loose ball foul. Radmanovich throwing Sasha out of the way.
Why would he have to push
Sasha, buddy? So Sasha actually did have bad position on the play.
I know, but
I know.
Sasha's a leading rebounder, isn't he? Oh boy!
You never know in this game.
That's why you play them.
Yep. Sasha, and we saw it last night too, and the last couple of games in Sacramento as well, where Sasha was inside and he's trying to keep balls alive at the offensive end.
He's a good 6'6". He should be able to help out on the board.
And he is. He is starting to play that role a little bit better. The Lakers now get 21 from the bench. And they had 31 last night, but a lot of them were late, and they were inconsequential in a game that was already decided. This is a different story. He's got bench players out there in crunch time. Two in particular, Sasha Vujacic and Jordan Farmar. 109-104, Lakers by 5. Watson with Turiaf. And a great play by C.J. Watson to attract all the attention. Just waited for Turiaf on the trail. Not a lot of stops in this one. Kobe, step time, real short. And here comes McGetty. Floor is spread. Free throw time for McGetty. Yeah. It looked like Lamar, and he's got a technical too, so an opportunity to tie it up now for Corey McGetty.
You can't get technicals in close games.
No,
you just can't.
And officials also have to remember with 4:16 to play. And now he's walking away. Give the guy the chance to talk.
Talk to somebody else, they say.
Right.
Don't talk to the guy that gave you the tee.
McGetty, it was hot out of his hand, but stayed off the heel of the rim and goes in. 2-point Laker lead, 109-107, and now they'll fill the lane.
He goes up. I can see why Lamar was a little upset, but at the same time, in a close game, you got to try to keep your emotions in check.
Said about the call, but don't say a word. First free throw was long too, but it stayed down for Corey McGetty. 3-point specialist is back in. Anthony Morrow, 8th best in the league beyond the arc. And another guy they found, like C.J. Watson, that wasn't drafted. He's done a good job. Monte, a great example of a second-round pick by Golden State, 40th overall back in 2005. 109-108, 4+ to play. So it's a 4-minute game for the Lakers. Kobe against the smarter Monte Ellis. On the attack. Easy call. That hurt from here.
Fortunately, they hit him up the arm a little bit and not on the finger. The way the motion was coming down toward the ball. If they hit him on his bad finger with that hard, he'd have to take a 20 just to let the pain subside a little bit.
And they may have to take a 20 right now, the Lakers. He's at the other end of the floor, and he is hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yep.
He's taking it anyhow. He must have got him on the hand after the fact. Right on the finger, probably. He's over there on the bench. He's good at trying not to let you know it hurts, but believe me, it hurts.
Kobe is headed to the free throw line with 4:04 to play, and we remind you, New Year's only a few days away, so you want to pick up on the 2010 Laker Girl Calendar. Why do I feel like Art Fern right now? A Tea Time movie. They have extended the holiday price. Simply log on to LakerStore.com. You take the Sepulveda pass to the Slauson cutoff. Head to the website. So Kobe in pain. There's no question. It's gone, and I hope the feeling comes back because it's gone numb before.
Oh, man, he gets hit right on that finger. Initially, I thought he got hit up closer to the forearm, but this view shows you that it's right on the finger. And you can see him saying, oh. And he calmly went over to the bench, and now he's got the basketball trying to get to see if he got some feeling. So that's your guy. That index finger is that's your release finger on shooting. So that's tough. He's talked about how he's changed his release a little bit, but it still impacts.
He went and did the limbo on that one. After it left, did you see him arch his back like, get there, get there? 2-point game, 110-108.
Muscle memory right now. He's just shooting it on muscle memory.
You can see the way he's stretching it out, just trying to get the feeling back. Marked that one perfectly, didn't he? Adjusted. 3-point game. So the 103rd 40-point game of Kobe Bryant's brilliant career. He's 13 of 26, 12 of 12 for the free throw line. Free throw machine. Corey McGetty with the basketball. Morrow thought about the quick three. And still can't sit over Gasol. Put a blindfold on the guy. That's almost like he made it that way. 111-110.
57% shooting. Wow.
Now Lamar Odom up against McGetty. Baby hook. Did the work before the ball got there.
See the fake pass to Powell, froze the defenders, and then little baby hook.
So Lamar now with 9 and 9, and that's after a real slow beginning for LO. Watson waiting to come back out. Mid-range game. Morrow again. Guy can get it. Man, can he get it. He's got 11 off the bench in 17 minutes.
He's taking it personal.
1 point Laker lead inside of 3 to play. Lamar again.
Get out of the lane.
Kobe behind the back. But his ball popping up with 3. Got it! Man, on a close by Ellis. That may be the highest arcing 3 I've ever seen from Arcing. 4-point game, 116-112. Clutch. I didn't get a prayer out of his hand. Man. Morrow with a hesitation move. Blocked away out low. That should take us, and will it? No. They won't call the timeout with 2:26 to play. And looked over to the bench.
Well, he uses his right hand and shows it to Lamar, and Lamar shows it to the out-of-bounds line and gives it right back to the Warriors.
Now the shot clock. Ellis picked up by Kobe.
Now you don't foul.
Almost a dangerous crossover. He'll get it up in time, but it's an air ball. Lakers get the stop. Up by 4, 2+ to play.
The mishandle on his dribble forced him into that type of shot where you've got some good defensive pressure without fouling.
By the way, 12 points for Jordan Clarmar. So we've talked to the bench. Let's give them their props because they have come through late tonight. Sasha's got 6. Brown was 7 early. That's 25. 25 big points from 3 off the bench. Kobe on the double. Splits it. Grabbed by Ellis. Knocked away. Stays with it. Lamar after it. McGetty's got it. And sends him to the free throw line. Lakers out of fouls. So 90+ feet away. Kobe's got a legitimate gripe, and he's got a tee. Wow. He stayed with the play after he was grabbed and didn't get a whistle. And they don't want to hear any of it. Now Kobe is the captain. Usually they grant the audience to the captain. And Moore gets the free throw.
But the audience is technically just for talking about a rule, interpretation or something, not on fouls or
not that you blew it, you
technical
missed it.
fouls and things of that nature, So they don't have to talk to you.
Right. Corey McGetty going to the free throw line. He's 9 of 11. He's got 23 points. And I mentioned since they moved into the starting lineup, he has been averaging 21+ a game. So doing it once again.
And when they go down the other way, Kobe's going to make a move. Whether he gets the whistle or not, that's another story. But he's going to attack.
That's 25 points on 11 shots for Corey McGetty. 116-115. Anybody's tonight. Back to the Lakers are down by 15. That's 7.5. Led by 2 after 3. Sasha, quick release 3. Ball's there. Right back at it. 118-115. Lamar into double figures. A double-double for LO with 11 and 10.
Can the Lakers get a stop?
Keep off the line, too. And Turion threw it away, but it's off Kobe. He couldn't. He lost the handle. You talk about a break. Man, in a scramble. 9 on the shot clock.
You ever hear that? That's right. What Roney's saying right now.
Could hear it up here. McGetty will bring it in. 6 on the shot clock. Ellis with an air ball last time. And it spins away, but Turiaf's there, and Sasha's got the foul. 2 free throws for Ronny Turiaf.
I mean, Sasha's on his blind side. That's where you just try to grab the ball. Don't just slap at it. Try to grab the ball. Roney has no idea he's there. Hits him right on the arm. 2 shots for Ronny Turiaf, trying to make this a 1-point game.
He's at 1 of 2. And he's only took to the free throw line. Real short on the first of 2. By the way, after seeing that, could somebody get the shooter?
Do you want someone to do the fundamentals? Are you serious? This is the NBA.
Ronny.
You want to see fundamentals? Go to high school or college.
Is now 4 of 13. Make it 4 of 14 at the line. He was never that bad with the Lakers.
It's in his head.
118-115. 1:15 to play. Staying with Farmar and Sasha out there. Kobe up against Monte Ellis. A clear out on that side. And here comes the double and a foul. Whoa. They may have a legitimate gripe there. Kobe goes to the strike. Monte Ellis with the foul. It's his 5th.
1:05 to play. Lakers up by 3 as Kobe trying to split 2 defenders again. Gets fouled, and the action by Ellis just about drew him a technical.
Well, is that as demonstrative as
what LO did?
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, you just wonder if there is consistency.
Well, maybe they're not, it comes to a point where if one player or a player is all for the whole game yapping at the official, then any little thing that he does is going to.
And we all know, Stu, as you know, as Kobe gets 2, and the Lakers are up by 5. We can't hear. We're not down on the floor. We can't hear some of the things that are put out there as well. So Kobe is tied his season high with 42. Ellis finally Ronny Turiaf on the wraparound. It's a loose ball, and Farmar gets it. What did they go to McGaddy? What a turnover.
Yeah, but that's because Ronny missed his last 2 free throws. He should have powered that one up himself.
Now the Lakers need to milk it. Clock management, and Ronny Turiaf takes it away. It'll be a foul on Turiaf. Pau Gasol. There was a reason Pau was planted there in lead boots. There was somebody tugging. And Gasol is shooting 2. And Ronny did not argue with it at all.
So this will force, well, I shouldn't say force a timeout, but.
And there's a bushel full up on the board, aren't there? A lot of timeouts left? No, they've taken a lot. Gasol gets the first of 2. Each team, well, yeah, 3. Each team has 3 left.
Really?
Yep. A full and 2 20s.
Well, with 42 seconds, that means we'll be here till midnight.
121-115. And the Lakers match their largest lead of the night at a pretty good time. Because there's not that many stops left in this game.
That's only because there's not that much time left. 42 seconds left to play. The Lakers up by 7 on a team that is shooting 56% from the field. Lakers by 7, 42 seconds to play. And you ever hear of a quiet 27? Well, that's what Powell basically has done. It's been a very quiet 27 points for Powell. 10 out of 16 from the field, 12 rebounds. And that 10 out of 16, actually much better shooter in the game than that, because I think 3 of his shots have been blocked. So if they hadn't been blocked, he might have been 13 for 16. The guy is just a solid all-around player.
So Pau Gasol 22-12 the first matchup with Golden State. Now 27-12. And this is the possession of the game for the Warriors. It's open. They don't convert here. It's going the other way. A foul away from the ball. Yep. It'll be called on Bedras. So he was fouled out of the game. John Nelson feels strongly about it.
Yeah, on the screen, and he's moving, and Sasha trying to bring the attention to the official, and he does. Bedras sits down with his 6th foul, and 6 points as well to go along with 8 rebounds.
40.9 to play. And the Lakers on their way to their 25th win. So with a couple of days off, get ready for Tyreek Evans, the Sacramento Kings New Year's night here at Staples Center. So the second game back 25 minutes after 14 minutes last night. 8 boards, 6 points for Bedras. And the Lakers need to get it in before they get fouled. Holding man. right at the timeline. He'll go to the free throw line. Kobe now on his way to a season high. He's matched his season high with 42 so far this evening. And the Lakers 25-6. As we mentioned, San Antonio won earlier tonight. Houston a winner at home tonight. A lot of road teams won earlier. That's why you're worried. And Golden State with so much momentum off Phoenix, the win over Phoenix, then the upset of the Boston Celtics last night.
And the only good thing for the Lakers in that regard was the fact that both of those games were in Oakland. So this is the first of the 3 on the road, and they've shown the Lakers that they were serious on the road as well. 56% shooting for the game, and they lose.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, who played real efficiently tonight, did not see that many minutes. Kind of surprising in the fourth.
Yeah, he had a couple of turnovers in the fourth, and Don Nelson make an example of Will. Said, come over here and sit with me.
39.7 play timeout. Golden State 124-115 as Kobe has 44, a season high.
Well, the big news is that the Lakers end their one-game losing streak.
The Lakers by 9, 124-115. Despite the fact that it's still 55.5, almost 56% shooting for Golden State. And I mentioned the bench. Jordan Farmar tonight, 24 minutes of play, 12 points, 5 dimes. That was big. And he hit a crucial three-pointer.
And he made a couple of good defensive plays as well. I mean, that's the thing that's going to keep Jordan on the floor for various minutes, is the fact that he can get the confidence in the staff on the defensive end of the floor.
That'll do it as it's tapped out. Shannon Brown's got it. Get it across the line. And the Lakers will make it 8 consecutive victories. Will make it 7 consecutive victories over the Golden State Warriors. But the Warriors have had some decent teams. And you know what's amazing about the Lakers' success against this team is what they've done here in L.A. They are 28-3 over the last 31 against Golden State. Man, that's domination. Randolph. And C.J. Watson will get a triple. So that'll do it. It's over. The Lakers win it by 6. It was a shootout. A lot more than anybody anticipated. The Lakers tell you going into the game, they were hoping to keep Golden State near the century mark, 105. At top 105.
Yeah, good luck.
Right.
The big news is they had number 24 on their team again. That's the big news. Kobe with the bad fingers, plural, makes it happen with 44 and gets the Lakers the victory.
Yeah, last time they beat the Warriors, they had 7 in double figures. Lamar Odom picked it up in the second half like Jordan Farmar, so they had 5 in double figures. Better balance. Lakers win at 124-118. Let's head downstairs to Michael East. Michael.
Yeah, Joel, thanks a lot. Here with Kobe Bryant, season high 44 points. That's nothing new, but 11 assists tonight. You were really trying to spread the wealth and get other guys involved in the offense, and it showed with those 124 points tonight.
Yeah, no, it's just making the team do something defensively. I got in the post, and they had a rotating commit, and I was able to find my guys, and they knocked down shots.
Kobe, I know you hate talking about your injuries, but it's kind of hard for the fans to sit here and watch you score 44 points and not wonder how you do it with a bad finger, especially on your shooting hand. Are you changing the way you shoot the basketball, or are you just shooting through the paint, if you will?
No, I changed it up. Obviously sometimes, it still hurts when I shoot it. But I try to take my finger off the ball as much as possible when I shoot, so I just had to change my stroke up a little bit.
Someone asked me this earlier, and I want to pose that question to you now. We've seen you play through so many injuries through the years. What would it take for you to miss a game?
I don't know. Hopefully we won't have to find out.
Yeah, hopefully not. Let me ask you, too, about Ron Artest. He was in the building tonight, says he's still suffering a little bit of dizziness, hopes to be back for you guys on Friday. What are you missing when he's not on the floor?
Well, his presence on the floor. His physicality, his ability to get into people defensively and create situations for us where, it makes it hard for our opposition to score. So we missed that from him, and hopefully we'll have him back on Friday.
Big plans for New Year's Eve?
Nah, man, just chilling.
There you go. Put some ice in that finger. All right, Kobe Bryant, the 103rd time in his career he scored 40 or more points in an NBA game, and the Lakers get the big win tonight against the Golden State Warriors. We got plenty more to come up on Lakers Live, brought to you by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. The Lakers survived the Warriors. We'll hear from Phil Jackson, also some of the players in the locker room. Results of the clutch shot poll question. Also, we have a winner in our Twitter contest. All those coming up next, Bill McDonald, Norm Nixon outside in Star Plaza. Southern California Hyundai dealers bringing you the Lakers Live.